Welcome friends, we are going to start a new topic on simple interest. This particular topic is coming under the major category of arithmetic. Under arithmetic we already discussed about the profit and loss. We already discussed about the time and work and percentage. Now this is the fourth chapter, which is also a part of the quant, or you can say arithmetic topic. There are two chapters, one is simple interest and another one is a compound interest, but we are going to discuss about the simple interest first. So there are two types of interest, as I discussed. There are two types of interest. Number one is a simple interest. Number one is a simple interest, and number two is a compound interest. Now what is simple interest? Simple interest remains same every year. So please remember, simple interest remains same. For example, 1000 at 5% for 5 years. So simple interest for first year is 50, second year is 50, third year is also 50, fourth year it is also 50, and fifth year it is also 50. So simple interest remains same every year. It is never change. But the compound interest is different. Why it is different? We will study in the compound interest chapter. So percentage of simple interest, how we are calculating this 50? So rate into time. So rate into time. So total is 250 on the investment of 1000. So it is 50%. So this is one way to calculate. Another way is to calculate, this is the rate 5% multiplied by, this is the time 5 years. So it is 25%. So 25% and 25%. It means when you are calculating the percentage of simple interest, it means you have to multiply rate into time. So the percentage of simple interest is calculated with the following formula. Percentage of simple interest is equal to rate into time. For example, the 5% and time is 2 years. So the percentage of simple interest is equal to 5%, and this is 2 years, so multiply by 2. So the percentage of total interest, simple interest, is 10%. Now, in the calculation of the simple interest, there are 4 components which are coming. Number 1 is the principal amount. Second is the rate of interest. Normally it is per annum. Then it is a time. So number of years, maybe 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. Already it is mentioned in the example. And amount. Amount means this principal amount and the interest that we have calculated. So it combines both the figure and then it becomes a amount. Now out of 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 is missing. 1 is missing because there are 4 components. 3 components will be given it to you and 1 component is missing. Either P is missing, R is missing, T is missing, or A is missing, and then you have to apply the equation and you can find out the remaining part. For example, if the rate is 5% per annum for 8 years, then calculate the percentage of simple interest. Now we know percentage of simple interest is rate into time. So percentage of simple interest, the rate is 5%. So here you have to put 5% and T is 8 years. So percentage of SI is 40%. Principal amount is 5000, rate is 10% and time is 3 years. Calculate the amount. So now you have to find out the simple interest percentage. It is R into T. So R is 10%, time is 3 years, so 30%. Now the principal amount is 5000 into 30%. So 5000 into 30 upon 100. So that comes to 1500. Now this 1500 is the interest amount. We have to ask what is amount. Amount is principal amount plus interest amount. So 5000 is the principal amount. 1500 is the interest amount, so total amount is 6500. When you want to find out the time or rate, then first you need to find out the percentage of interest. So percentage of interest is R into 2, R into T, and when you divide by R, then what remains? Then it is T. So you can find out T. When you want to find out the T, R into T divided by R, or even when you want to find out the rate, so R into T divided by the rate itself. So R cancel, and what you will have? You will have a time. So principal amount is 10,000, rate of interest is 5%, time is not given, and simple interest is already been given, it is 500. Now 500 is your simple interest on an investment of 10,000. So you have to find out for 100%. So 0 0 0 0 0 0 1, sorry, 10,000 is the investment, your simple interest is 100%, 500, so 0 0, sorry, so that is going to be 20%. It is going to be 20%, because on 10,000 investment you are earning 500. So if you are earning 100, so 100 into 500 divided by 10,000, so that is going to be 5%. So rate is already been given 5%, and time, now here it is 5%, and here this is also 5%, so 5%, so it is 1 year. 1 year percentage of interest is always equal to percentage of rate. So for 1 year, percentage of rate is always equal to percentage of rate. So 1 year percentage of interest is equal to rate itself. For example, if 8% time is for 1 year, what is the simple interest? Simple interest is equal to R into T. So 8% into 1, so it is 8%. So it is equal to R. When your investment is double or twice or 3 times, 4 times, and you need to find out the rate of interest. So many a times in an example, you will be given information that your investment will get double or 2 times, or sometimes they say 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 1.5 times, 2.5 times. So in that situation you have to find out what is the percentage of interest. So 2 times 100%, 2 times means it is 100%. Now how we are calculating the 100%? What you need to do, whatever is the figure is given over here 2, you have to minus 1, so that is 1 multiplied by 100%. So rate of interest is 100%. If it in example, if it is asked, it is 3%. So 3% means this is 3 minus 1, so 2 into 100%, so it is 200%. So in a simple way, whatever the number is written over here, you have to do minus 1 from that number and multiply by 100%. So 4 minus 1, 3, and multiply by 100%, so it is 300%. 5 minus 1, it is 400. 4 and 4 into 100 is 400%. 1.5%, so 1.5 minus 1, so it is 0.5 into 100, so that is 50%. 2.5%, 2.5 minus 1, it is 1.5 into 100%, so it is 150%. 3.5 minus 1, it is 2.5 into 100%, that is 250%. Next, in how many years certain principal amount becomes 2 times if the interest rate is 5%? Now 2 times, it is already been given, it is 2 times. So you can very well understand, when it is 2 times, it means that the percentage of interest is 2 minus 1 is 1 into 100%. So it is 100%. So percentage of interest is equal to 100%. Now the time is equal to percentage of interest divided by rate. So 100% divided by 5%. So percent cancel. So it comes to 20 years. Now whole value concept. Whole value concept we already discussed about whole value in the profit and loss account, but here we are going to apply the concept of the whole value to find out the principal amount and the amount. So in case of simple interest, the whole value is always for the percentage of interest. For example, rate is 10% and time is 3 years. So the percentage of SI is 10% and for 3 years, so that is 30%. 30% means it is 30 over 100. So 1 0 gone, 1 0 gone. So it is 3 by 100. Now it is an interest, or it is interest that we are going to achieve. So 10 plus 3 is 13 divided by 10. So 13 divided by 10 is the whole value. Now in the whole value concept, when sometime the principal amount is given, and from the principal amount you have to find out the amount. Amount means principal amount plus interest. So you have to multiply with the P and the whole value directly. So let's say 1000 multiplied by 30 over 10. So that comes to 130 is the amount. Now sometime they give you the amount and you need to find out the principal amount. So from amount you have to find out the principal amount. So this is principal and this is amount. This is given and you need to find out the principal. In the previous case, principal and amount, the principal is given and you have to find out the amount. So here the arrow is straight. So you have to put the whole value as it is. But here the arrow is in a reverse direction. So you have to put the inverse of the whole value. For example, let's say 130 is an amount and whole value is 13 over 10. So you have to inversely you have to put. So it is 10 over 13. So 130 into 10 over 13. So it is going to be 100. So this 100 is going to be the principal. Let's say if 500 is the principal, rate of interest is 30%. So rate of interest is 30%. 30% is 30 over 100. So it is going to be 3 over 10. Now you have to add. So 10 plus 3 is 13 over 10. Now principal amount is given and you have to find out the amount. So it means the arrow is going straight. So 500 into 13 over 10. So 0 0. So 650 is the amount. Now 650 is the amount. Rate of interest is 30% and you have to find out the principal amount. So here is the principal amount and here is the amount. Here you have to go in a reverse direction. So what you need to do? You have to inverse the whole value. So let us find out the whole value. 30% is equal to 30 over 100. It means it is 3 over 10. So it is 10 plus 3 is 13 over 10 and you have to inverse. So it is 10 over 13. So 650 into 10 over 13. So it is going to be 500 is the principal amount. Now here is an example where principal is 2000, rate of interest is 2.5%, time period is 4 years and you need to find out the amount. So here we are going to find out the amount by using the first method. So percentage of SI is equal to R into T. So 2.5% into 4, that is 10%. So principal amount is 2000 and simple interest is of 10%. So that is going to be 200% and amount is equal to principal amount plus simple interest. So that is going to be 2000 plus 200, so it is 2200 is the 2200 is the amount. Now second method. In the second method we are going to find out 2.5% into 4, that is going to be 10%. 10% is 10 over 100, 0 0 gone, so 10 plus 1 is 11 over 10. Now here principal amount is given, that is 2000, 11 over 10, so that is going to be 2200 is the amount. Here we used the whole value method. Now the third way is 2.5% into 4%, that is going to be 10%, and you know if principal is always 100%, so if it is 100% is the principal amount, then the real value is already been given, it is 2000, and 10% of it, that is going to be 200. So 2000 is the principal amount, 200 is the interest amount, so 2200 is the total amount. So here we are ending the part 1 of the simple interest, and here all the conceptual understanding has been given. In the next part we are going to discuss more about the example, and we are going to learn more about the example using the equation and the concept which we have already discussed. So I am putting the PDF file in a description box. You can download the PDF file and practice the questions. So thank you very much. See you again next time. Thank you. Bye bye.